No. Hey, Xander. Hello. Happy Friday. Friday, as they say. How you doing? Oi. Hello, hello. Hello there, governor. Oh, I can't actually change the colour of this thing. How you doing, man? It's finally the weekend, and we can all ilche. 24 will not be happy about this. No. You'll say this cannot stand. How dare you? How dare you? Yeah, I'm good. Today actually was a very big day because we officially paid the deposit for the apartment that we bought. So, yay! I don't have to rent anymore, which is great. Instead, I have to pay a mortgage. It is very big news, yeah. There's a lot of work leading up to it. A lot of phone calls, a lot of emails, a lot of panic, a lot of stress and worry, because we were basically is very quick too. Like, we found one that we thought was okay, threw in an offer that we thought was like well below the value, and then they ended up taking it. It's worth it, I bet. Yes, it is. It's definitely a big weight off your shoulders. Don't not having to worry about renting and stuff like that. It's very nice, and we can actually turn the place into a home rather than just us babysitting a landlord's property. So, very exciting. And now that we've bought once, it'll be a lot easier to buy the next time. And we eventually get to the point where we need to upgrade. Although that's not going to happen for a while. Paint the walls or put as many nails in them as you want. Exactly. So what our plan is once the current tenant moves out, because it's currently leased, so they've got I think it's like 90 days to move out. Basically gonna give it a brand new coat of paint, sand down everything, paint it, fix up anything that needs fixing, because there's like a conduit for an air vent and stuff like that needs to be fixed up. So exciting. We won't be able to do any big renovations or anything, but it's the first step, I think. And it was actually pretty good timing too, because So after we made the offer, used to work as a painter. Oh wow! Do you have any tips for painting a wall? It's not the wall is just like gyprock, like the drywall paneling on the inside. Same for the ceiling. It's not that popcorn ceiling stuff. It's because what is in this place right now is popcorn ceiling. But the but tomorrow actually we're gonna go Bunnings and have a look at different paint colors. So, do you have a recommendation for colors to pick for the ceiling versus what you pick for the walls? Sand it out, use a brush to cut the walls in first, then roll it out. So, like, brush to cut the walls, does that mean, like, painting the corners and around, like, the light switches and electrical stuff? Yeah, okay. Because you basically, like, paint a frame and then everything inside you use the roller, right? Because I've never actually painted a wall myself. Because you're supposed to do like 2 coats, right? You sand it down and then you do like the undercoat, and then you do like 2 layers or something of the actual paint, or something like that. Alright, we're gonna get rid of that. Just leave that downpipe there. Oh, I wonder if I can use oil pipe. Oil. Okay, it's like kind of a similar color. Yeah, working. Cut the walls first, because when you roll it after, it covers up most of the texture. So it looks more consistent and flat. Okay, yeah. Alright, thank you. Yeah, these are all important things to know. But is the ceiling supposed to be like a... I had a mate who painted his apartment recently, and he was saying there's actually like a specific paint for ceilings. It's called like ceiling white or something like that. Hey, Kayla! Hello! Hello, hello! Welcome back! Hope you've been well. Good afternoon, evening to me. Yes, Friday evening. It's officially the weekend in Australia. It's wonderful. The weather is terrible, but it is very nice that it's the weekend. It's super humid at the moment, so I've got the fan blowing straight on, trying to keep cool. All the heat makes me feel very greasy. Dedicated ceiling paint because it's stronger and thicker. Okay. Yeah, he was talking about like Dulux ceiling white. He said was the specific type of paint that he was using to paint his. Which I thought was pretty interesting. I guess it's got those exact properties that you're talking about, Xander. And there's also like different. Apparently, there's different finishes you can get for the paint. So you can get like the matte, which is like the absorbent, dark sort of finish, and then there's like semi-gloss, and then glossy, which is like, I guess, really shiny. I don't think having it too sparkly would be great. Oh, what did I do? What did I do? Okay. There we are. Look at that. We have an oil pipeline directly above our logistics center. But look at that. We're officially got to start looking at improvements for a home. An apartment, but it'll be our home. Should be nice. I can't wait to actually like because it's got a nice balcony, so eggshell finish. Okay, eggshell finishing. I'm gonna write this down so I can have a look. A Polytruck, a shock. Eggshell finish paint. Oh. Okay. Yeah, semi-gloss is pretty shiny. Satin, eggshell. Okay, so there's a whole bunch. I'll have to take a look at the different samples when I'm at Bunnings. Good evening. Welcome. Yeah, I was just chatting with Xander and Kayla. We have officially bought, or at least paid the deposit for a apartment. So hip hip hooray for me. And I just got to wait for the settlement period, basically. Yes, thank you, Shock. It's it actually is a bit of a shock. I didn't think it would be so quick. Because we viewed the apartment 2 weeks ago, and then like a couple of days later made an offer, which they after a couple of days accepted, and then it's been 1 week since. So we're officially paid the deposit today. Oh, a lot of money. But feels good. Feels good. I'm going to get out of this place. This dark and damp dungeon. Which will be quite a relief. And we like the apartment too, so it'll be good. Just planning where the fences will go. That there. Crossed. Now you have something to do for the next 10 to 20 years. Exactly. I'll have a second job of working for the bank. repay that thing. Well, yeah. But it's the repayments luckily aren't that massive. It's only like just a bit more expensive than renting, ironically. So we'll be fine. So I was sort of very worried that the bank repayments would be absolutely destroying us, but we're fine. 12 shillings and a donkey. Gave him a can of Coke and a handshake, and that was it. Deal made. The good old days, yes. Oh, look at that. Pull a truck at a 45 stream streak. Very nice. Yeah, I've been introducing this pipeline that will cross over and connect up to ground earth and eventually up to the polypulp mill. And we need to survey some land, Polytruck, to create a dam, or at least a large pond. At the moment we have this area here earmarked for a pond. But I want to at least detail these buildings a bit. We've got the buildings themselves and the roads, but now we need to add in all the extra, not garbage, detail. So here, I'm going to make a custom phase. So this one, oh wow, there's a lot more stuff here. There we go. We'll set it to that. Add and 20 seconds. There we go. Now the idea is it'll take so long to go through here that they'll just take the path that goes through the thing over here. Hey Dream, hello. How are you? Eyes have gotten very itchy. Maybe the fan is blowing pollen into my eyes. Seems like a hotfix will come. Previous hello got mod checked. Hang on. Really? Hang on, can I? No, I can't. Oh, expired. Ah, shit. What a nickname. What a nickname, Dream. Oh my god. Chiefy Queefy. My god. How hot is that fix? Very hot. Are they changing the graphics settings a bit? I saw on the Reddit page a lot of people were having a whinge about the graphics. Thank you, Dream, for that message. Phenomenal. detail this intersection a bit. We've already started by putting this lane there. As we march across, we'll fix this thing up. It was the 50 gigabyte update I wasn't too pleased about. Oh, is that how much it was? I just downloaded it and didn't look at it. I suppose it's worth it. Mega thread for it now. Ice flake gathering feedback. Okay. This is their first foray into feedback from the City Skylines community. How much slack will they be given? I don't know. There we go. Because I feel like a lot of people on the forums, they've run out of patience, so anything that's not absolutely perfect, they might be ready to burn everything down, burn it all to the ground. There we go. Then we're going to add in the narrow crossing lines here and there. Tidy this whole thing up. And this one can go over there. Add the curves, the twists and turns. But I think this update's good. Like, I actually don't mind the graphic upgrade. The only thing I think is that, like, probably needs a bit of work is something to just reduce the like brightness of buildings, because look how bright these French and German facades are now. They're like very, very bright, that's really my only feedback in terms of like the visual stuff. Everything else I think is fine. Super bright, yeah. Sort of, I need sunglasses to look at it. But I feel like the game runs better. I feel like the whole thing just, the performance is definitely improved a bit. Which is always appreciated. So maybe I will be able to get to a million population. Can we do it? It'd be a miracle if we do. Stranger things have happened. Put that there. 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 And goes there. Okay. Where's this car going? Where are you off to, mate? He's a bit lost. Okay. Right, there's our intersection markings. And I was thinking, should I fill it with like the yellow hatching? Because there's an example over here we can refer to. This. That might be overkill, potentially. Already a few McDonald's on the Paradox store. I feel like it's not used very much in Sydney, at least, Polytruck, but it's like but there is one example I can think of, and it's put in the middle of like a major intersection to make it like absolutely clear you're not meant to queue in that space. So if we put like the yellow hatching here, that might give the same message. Because then there's big signs everywhere saying like, if you're found in this area, you will be fined up to $5,000 sort of thing. So we do have precedent. So I'll just draw this and see if it looks any good. If it looks like crap, then figure out something else. Not great, not terrible. Maybe we need bigger. I think the bigger one would be better. Reminds you of DNA. The DNA interchange. Deoxyribonucleic acid. I think that's the full term. There we go. Okay, that looks a little bit better, a little bit improved. But as we add more lines and stuff, this will all look very good. There we go. And then we'll continue the line through here as well. Do a little bit of patching up. There we go, it's all covered. Look at that. No such thing as parallax error with my eyes. Measure once, cut once. I'm just that good. And we'll probably extend this one as well. Yeah. I wish I could perhaps change this line so that it was just straight. We'll do this side too. And we have the start of the makeshift fence to show like the curtilage of the highway. You don't always need a fence, but sometimes it's good just to help demarcate the boundaries. Thinking, do we make this, let's go straight, like draw a solid line all the way down. I think we should actually. That'll be good for traffic management at least. What is the meaning behind the unity of the two highways? Like this here? Can we invent a story behind it? I feel like these highways always have to have some kind of like public art. It's symbolic. Yeah, what do we do to explain it? We've got the law reason that on the other side of this invisible wall is another country or area that has right-hand drive. How about we do this? No matter where your paths go, if they cross or spread apart, you always move forward. Never back. Huh? Huh? How's that? How's that? It's not bad. It's pretty good. Beauty, kinda. Which is, gets a passing grade from Shock. I've been trying this Coco Bella. It's coffee flavored coconut water. It's actually okay. I ordinarily don't like coconut water, and I wish I didn't. I wish I liked coconut water just as is, but something about the aftertaste upsets my stomach. Now that it's disguised with this coffee flavor, it actually tastes like I don't get any of that funky feeling, so it's nice. Like I can still tell that it's not like actual coffee. Like there's something lurking underneath. Which I guess is the coconut flavor. Yeah, because I think it's a residual like after effect of getting food poisoning in Thailand. Because I remember like I was drinking coconut water straight out of the coconut a lot, and it was delicious. But then I got food poisoning, and it was terrible. Um, and ever since then, I think like the coconut has had that funky effect on my stomach. So I think it's purely psychological. But I haven't been able to shake it. So maybe one day I'll brute force it so that I can just drink it straight, no problem. From the no, it wasn't from the coconut water. It was from I'm pretty sure it was from some food I got. It's a salad thing that I had. But it was the same day that I had like a lot of coconut water. So I think my brain has just like conflated the two. Because now even the smell of like lemongrass makes me feel a bit funky. And the lemongrass story is pretty at the time it was terrible, but now that I think back on it, it's pretty funny. It's like it was like the last like 2 days of the second last day of the trip to Thailand, and we decided to go get a like the hotel we were staying at had a Thai massage thing. So we went there and got it because I was finally feeling like well enough to get out of like the hotel room and do something. And we walked in to they had like this separate pavilion that was just like for the Thai massage thing, and we're getting it done and it was feeling good. And then they got to the part like it was like right towards the end, and they were like massaging like your body, and she decided to like use both thumbs and start like pushing down on my stomach. It, like thumbs and then like that and then fists like that, all straight into my stomach, and I literally had to like run out and run back to the hotel room to throw up. It was it was terrible and so demoralizing too, because I was like feeling good, felt like I finally got over the stomach bug, and then it was just throwing up again. But now every time I smell lemongrass, it makes me think of that Thai massage. So poor me. Oz and New Zealand medals, and they're all free ski or snowboarding. only the best medals. Only the most important sports. Ice hockey? What is that? Every time I think of Australia and the Winter Olympics, I always am reminded of, I think it was our first ever gold medal for ice skating. Just we only won because everybody else crashed. I think we're actually coming last, and then everybody like collided and lost control, and then we came in clutch. The only person not to fall over made it through. Cross country, ski jumping, biathlon, and combined. Classic winter sports. Well, there's a British guy who's like famous for doing the ski jumping back in like the 80s or something, I think. I don't think I'd ever be able to do the long ski jump thing. Eddie Edwards, yeah, that's him. I think if I tried doing that, I'd die. I don't think I'd do well at all. Because I feel like you make one mistake at the landing and you're screwed. Rugby, field hockey, netball, soccer, not football, soccer. I think it's Oh, Hen! Hello! And thank you, man. Thank you so much. Congratulations. Norwegian billionaire has hit yes. Thank you very much, Hen. It is very generous of you, dude. And congratulations to... Oh my god, Dream got a gift sub. Jelly got a gift sub. Kayla got a gift sub. Ketza. Andy as well. Oh my god. The randomization there was actually like on point. Wow. Very nice. Yeah, thank you, dude. I have been building towards this area here, and I remember you made a request for a like British style or British themed building town here. Norway's oil funds portfolio manager. Literally billions of dollars would have been spent on gift subs already. It's a very smart investment, Hen. It's very, very good. Very wise. But thank you, dude. I'm sure if Norway's pension fund was emptied out for Twitch gift subs, it'd be a very... nobody would question it at all. Well, I mean, being in Norway in itself is a smart investment. You're already top 1%. There we go. I was actually thinking of doing like a Norway like cruise or something like that. I think that would be the easiest one to sign up for. That way I can just chill sailing through the fjords. But yeah, we've started building out Henhurst Junction here. It was originally just called Henhurst, but we've added Junction because of this. Have you looked at Norway's prices? How much McDonald's prices Norway? Drake Passage Cruise. A Big Mac costing approximately $6.67 US dollars. 11. Compared to Australia, so it's about $20 US in Norway, $15 in Australia for a Big Mac meal. Norway is generally one of the highest rated countries on the Big Mac Index. Very expensive. I should have spent the deposit money on a Big Mac from Norway. A Drake Passage cruise. Which is that? Drake Passage cruise. South America to Antarctica. Oh, through there. Isn't that literally the roughest seas in the world? I do not want to get seasick. No, thank you, shop. Oh my god. Just try and live stream from the Drake Passage. Hey guys, seasick again. That'd be terrible. Oh. But yeah, I've got to save my money now. We have to, by the end of the settlement period, we have to have the rest of the funds ready for the apartment. Choo choo, yes hen. Thank you very much for the gift subs and starting that hype train. It's too kind, dude. Too kind. I think this here is it for the road markings. Probably do a bit of landscaping through here. Poo emoji, huh? Full poo. Sure that the earth is a right angle underneath. There we go. "20 minutes left of work." Very nice. It's almost the weekend. It's always a good feeling that lasts like 2-3 hours. Once it's past lunchtime, it basically means no more work's being done for the rest of the day. And then every email that comes in, it's a very serious discussion between, do we have to do it now, or can that be a task for next week? And for me, it usually ends up being a task for next week. Right. I've got an idea here. I want to maybe use this. I want gravel. I wish to create a gravel texture. Just in case there's any oil spills or oil leaks, it all gets, apart from where it's over the concrete here, it gets absorbed. Here too. There we go. And use the magic of Move It to move it over to the side a bit, because I misjudged the width. There we go. Okay. Perfect. You know what? To help illustrate that this is going to go on for a little bit, we'll build it, extend it out here too. There we go. So we can put like some markings here, just to make it seem like the piping goes down and then underground and across. So I might even just extend it all the way out here. There we go. Like a reserved patch of land. An easement, that's it. It'll help us keep track of where the pipes are going anyway. See, they lead. There's these drums here. That goes down into this structure, which is located right next to the big storage area. So you can, from the context clues, you can infer that this is actually a pumping station for oil. That'll lead across and then over to here. And then we'll have another one that goes up, connects into this structure somewhere, probably this area back here. Everything has a plan. For my next trick, I need to try and figure out what else I can do here. I think some props to help make it clear that this area is restricted would be good. It's too bright. Oh yeah, Dream, are you there? I had a question about Valheim. Norwegian from Tromsø playing warships. Another World of Warships competition. Raging Norwegian. Oh yeah, what's a good Norwegian insult or swear, huh? There has to be a few, right? We've got the classic Finnish vittu and perkala. What's the Norwegian? Satan I helvete fitte jävel. Jävel. All those words can be changed in order and still make sense. Helvete I Satan fitte jävel. A jävel. See, there we go. I'm already fluent Norwegian. Halfway there. Yep, GG. I've mastered the language. Fitte jävel. I think there was an actual fence prop that classic clip from the Finnish forest. Pick that. Right. There's a reference in Forest Harvester doesn't work. Saatana.
Ei mikään mene saatana kohtuudella. Jäi saatana jäätyy vaan tällä. Voi vittu täällä saatana. Tulisin iteen laittamaan saatana huoltoukot. Keksin ne saatana. Kato, ei sovi tuohon lähtemään kun... Ei saatana. Voi Jeesus, miten laitetaan.
There's basically one word that he's saying.
Ei kun se ei ota sinne. Mikä saatana sitä pitää kiinni? Nämä päin vittua.
Saatana vittu, saatana. Who knew the entire Finnish language can be summarized in 2 words? Vittu. All about emotions, yes. The whole Finnish language is just those 2. Nothing more, just those 2. And then the third perkele added in every now and then. But he definitely made his emotions come across very clearly. Yeah. Ah, 24 is so late, man. So late. Unbelievable. But you are still happy. Oh no. Dun dun dun. How dare I? Ah. I had a feeling that was coming. You cheeky bugger. I felt a disturbance in the force. Vittu saatana, vittu. Perkele. Right, what colour do we want for now? Let's go green. It's got those earthy hues. New Star Wars trailer for the movie. A friendly neighborhoods. Oh my god, I can't even pronounce that hint. Why does that seem like somebody just smashed their face on the keyboard? Family friendly Star Wars. Please try to order the letters. It's not a It's a because I did smash my keyboard. Even Xander's joining in. And there is a word for that. There is a word for that, and we've just learnt it. Saatana. Vittu. I'm surprised the auto mod hasn't flagged. Fuck. Sezzy Xander. Ruetzir, Soktuv, XAE12 or whatever it was. Hey, Bagnaria. XAEZ12. Something like that. But he was bullshitting, wasn't he? I hope he was. The poor child. And that down there. And this will come up to there. Pardon me. Ooh. Felt a big burp coming on there. Oh my god. Do that there. We'll delete that. And we have the hypotenuse. Drinking a white monster and 2 breakfast burritos. Hen, you're supposed to drink that stuff after you get after you get drunk on the weekend. That's supposed to be the recovery stage. You've skipped that. Hence speedrunning the weekend. XAE12, yeah. Can't wait to sleep. What is Sleep 24? Finland Canada hockey game. Ooh. No pressure. Can I have something that looks remotely industrial that's not like ridiculously huge? I think the answer is no. Oh, actually, is it the generator? Some kind of AC thing, I think it was. There it is. Oh, we want the yellow one because it looks cool. There we go. And create a unique concrete pad. There we go. Like so. Hell yeah. Diplomatic immunity has ended. Did I finish Polly's Park? Polly's Park 24? We've got Hen's Park over here. We're still working on it. I have in my frantic mind, I have distracted myself with this. Polytruck, we're creating your polypulp mill up here. Where at the moment we're connecting the oil pipeline to get this. We'll pretend that is water. Now you have to make me a park. Hen's got quite a few things. There's the park here. There's Henhurst Junction, and then there's Hen's Wetland over here. Now that we have some better piers, we might be able to actually improve this. But I do want to try and convert this area here into like a power plant of sorts. And Hen's toilet. Yeah. the same way that almost everything in Australia is like named after Queen Victoria, everything in this city will have some link to hen. It's just wet when you. Yeah, until hen rocks up, it's dry as. Hang on, what is that? There we go. Need a few stains. It is an area with oil and stuff, so can't not have oil stains or things adjacent. There we go. The convention center as well, yeah. Like a lobbyist in the city or something. The gift subs, the misappropriated funds from Norway have been making their way to Harrison Fjord. The convention center, conference center. It is just like the billionaires' passion projects or whatever. Oh my god! Oh no! No! Oh no, Hen! You're a benevolent benefactor. Oh my god. Oh no. Say it ain't so, don't break my heart. Drama even in the city skylines. You can't escape the drama. Oh my god. Hen's Island. Do we have an island already? So there is that. But alright, we'll make it a resort area that has no negative connotations. How about that? Family friendly. Family friendly. We don't need to bring we don't need to bring all of that baggage into city skylines as well. Maybe we can do it out here. Put an island here. Listen. We'll make it so it is a man-made island funded entirely by the Norwegian Oil and Pension Fund. Island has strict rules. Only the most family friendly, of course. Yes, there we go. There we go. Phew. Phew. Yep. Coal, make Svalbard copy. Coal mining and polar bear hunting. Is that how we get the funds? They have a nice time. we got to stress it. We can't stress it enough. Nothing bad ever happens. No. Family friendly. Family friendly. Oh my god. Rotate. Have to make a public statement and clarify every time anybody goes to Hens Island. Where do we want to aim these pipes? I guess over here. Advanced water pumping stations. Where's that? Oh, there's the pipe in the back there. Oh. Alright, and we'll give it just enough clearance to go over the catenaries. Catenary? Probably pronouncing it wrong, but whatever. Of their own accord. No people oh my god. Oh my god. I'll make sure that there's the police headquarters right next door. Family friendly. Can I move this? Right, and we flip it around. Right, I think we're going to have to change the angle and then target it towards this large warehouse structure. Angle it like that. That. And yeah, that works. Barely works. Holy shit. Because my intent is to have this rail line sort of split off. I guess we'll have to do that here, so it can feed underneath these openings and then fill up this inner space here. Because I want this to be like a really large stabling yard, shunting / stabling yard. Because we can't get the cute little train that Porkchop was showing yesterday. We might be able to just make it look like a stabling yard. The same way that we have the stabling yard integrated into the Y interchange for the trains here. We've got this. So we'll set up something similar over here. Within a floodplain too, but that's fine. Our engineers have assured us that there will be no flooding for the next 100 years. Mm. There we go. Okay, and there's enough clearance here for the road? I think so. I think so. Oh no, there isn't. I guess I can do that and be a bit cheeky. I am sleepy. Already 24? Weren't you asking the question, what is sleep? Quick, fill up the chat window. It does make me wonder how like the big streamers and stuff are able to actually like even remotely keep up with what's happening in chat. Always see Discord messages with a 2-day delay. Well, for me it's only a couple of hours. I am a bit slow. I am a bit slow. I will admit. Send a letter. then they'll that might actually be quicker 24, believe it or not. No, but I think you missed it. You missed it when the stream started, but I was, as of today, I have officially put down the deposit on the apartment. So it's yeah, it's at that next stage where we're settling all the paperwork and everything. So we've got a bit of time. Got to make sure all the paperwork with the bank and everything's all squared away. Let the solicitor do their job. Time to create a bunch of renovation videos. Well, Xander was actually really kind to give a couple of tips on painting and things to look out for. So I've got that eggshell finish saved. So I'm going to take another closer look at that. I'm actually going to Bunnings tomorrow, which is like a big warehouse hardware store. Hey, Miles. Thank you very much. I think you followed yesterday, didn't you? Why is the bot saying weird? Yeah, thank you, Bagnario. Yeah, it's a big step. Very excited. This is a hopper conveyor thing. Can't really use that. Yeah, I remember seeing the pop up in the activity feed. Weird. We're so close to 400 followers now. We only got three to go. I think it's 3. We're like super close. At your own place, you should hire a video editor. Oh, maybe. If I am making enough money from Twitch one day, we can be bankrolled by Hen. A cooking stream. Oh, my cooking might be a bit deadly. Have to come with a caveat of please do not try this at home. This was made by an idiot. This cooking was conducted by an idiot. Please do not try to replicate.
My back!
Thank you, Miles. Let's sit up a bit, huh? Hen Ventures need offices for all the employees. Hen Venture Capitals. We should name. We'll put your skyscraper not in the old town. Put it in the new town. Hen Ventures. Which one could we use actually? Which one looks the nicest? Which one is Hen most willing to bankroll? So we'll have OG CBD here, the new CBD over there, and then link them together slowly. So you just see concrete as far as the eye can see. I do like this spiral tower. Ground floor actually feels it looks very simple. Substation. Communications array. Can confirm that tower is very sexy. Very mindful, very demure. The Japanese one's alright. Although the texture itself is a bit like that. That looks very low resolution, doesn't it? The white one. This one here. Steel. The steel building. Group. Proprietary. Limited. Restricted. What else can we put in? Copyright. Oh, it's LTD, not LMT. LTD. I'll just put proprietary limited. There we go. United Poly Industries Limited. Which one? Which one, Polytruck? You have a selection. Is there more? I think there's more signature buildings, isn't there? The little one. Light brown. No worries, hen. So that's Aurum Spire. This is huge. I think maybe too big. Financial Center, Finance Stream, we've already got that. Imperial State. Multi-story media. Seaworth. Shiranui Shimbun. Stylist. I think this is from Vanilla. Skyline Palace. My god. Oh my god. Wow. Waterfall Array. Okay, I think we got all of them. Now. Haven't changed your mind, Polytruck. What is this? Those look like bismuth crystals. So the light brown one, you want to stick with that? Where are you? Yeah. The energy lobbying offices. Poly Industries. PTY TD. No. Hang on, which one is it? This one. Oh my god, you're going for the FBI telco tower. Brutalist skyscraper designed to withstand any disaster. Allows mysterious tenants to operate with zero disturbance. I'll put the upgrades on it, why not? Look at this thing. Just standing there, menacingly. Is the real one located in New York? I think I've seen an example. There's an example of this kind of building in Sydney, and it's literally a telephone exchange. Or at least that is the official purpose. I'm sure there's more secret government things going on in there. No Windows. We use Linux. Oh my god. Oh my god. Ew. As they say. This one looks pretty cool though. Skyline Palace. How does this work? Fuck me. There's a front door. Just leads to nothing. There's a big balcony there. very tall. Oh wow, they actually dwarf anything that's visible over there. That's crazy. Okay. That makes our monument look like nothing. Most of them come with upgrades. University conversion. So as you're driving into the city, you can see, what the hell is that? Bigger obelisk on Paradox. Yeah, there were, but I didn't want them to be too huge. Like the Washington, because the one we're currently using is based off the Washington Monument, and it's too big. Like there's obelisks everywhere in Europe and even in Australia, and they're nowhere near as big. I think having a massive one is a bit overkill. It's just compensating for something. Don't know which one is bigger IRL. I do think it is the American one. Because of course it has to be. Oh shit. It's overlapping the rail there. Guess we do just leave it where it is. You can always design around it anyway, so that's fine. Is there anything that's at a right angle? Not really. Is that getting narrower? Oh no, it's alright. The Washington one, but the biggest Egyptian one is in Rome. Only 32 meters tall. Yeah, exactly. It's not like massive, massive. But the US one has to be ginormous. think the first time I actually realized how big the Washington Monument is was from like Spider-Man, one of the early Spider-Man movies. I mean the Tom Holland ones, one of them. It's like I did not realize that it was that big. Ours is median, only 72 meters. Not that large. How tall is the old Christ the Redeemer statue? Is it Rio? Is that where it is? $169 in DC. God. Rome obelisk, a single stone. I don't think it is a single stone. I think it's multiple stones, and then they do like a lime wash finish, which makes it look like a single thing. Because that's how they did the pyramids too. They had the gold cap, and then now it's like you can see all the stones and stuff, but they had like just a layer of basically lime wash over the top, because it was like white. But that's how the ones that they took from Egypt and transported to like Rome and stuff is all multiple stones, and then they give it a finish. Like 50 meters. 30. Oh! That's actually a lot smaller than I thought it would be. I thought it would be like close to 100 meters. I thought it was massive. A lot of bigger statues. Yeah, I'm finding that out now. So okay, forming the boundaries of like this reservoir water thingy. The Roman one is a single stone. There's a few 10 times better than any fake one. Stands out because it's on top of the hill. Right. 10 times more effort. There's actually because usually the way the Romans back in the day did it is the triumphal arch. So when they go on campaign and like conquer a region or like a big kingdom, say like when they conquered Egypt, for example, they'd come back and create a triumphal arch. Same thing as like the Arc de Triomphe in Paris. And that was like decorated in like all the tales of the conquest. So like the fighting the Egyptians, for example, fighting Cleopatra, and maybe even Mark Antony that have one there. And then there was one instance where they had a triumphal column instead. I think it was like Trajan or Hadrian. I'll have to check. Yeah, Adrian had one. And it's basically a spiral pattern going up the column that tells like the story of the conquest. I think it's the Dacian column? Rome. Yeah, from Trajan's column. that commemorates the Roman Emperor Trajan's victory in the Dacian Wars when they conquered Romania, basically. But I think that might be one single... It's like carved out of one column of marble. Via del Corso, yeah. And that's very impressive. Yeah, because it starts at the bottom and basically spirals all the way up to the top. And then at the very top it's got a statue. I don't know if that statue is original or not, probably not. I'm trying to figure out where it is exactly. Column of Marcus Aurelius. Oh yeah, he does have one. You'd have to have some pretty good eyes to be able to read the story at the top. You're like, what does it say up there? Tons of Bernini. Bernini? Panini? Raviolini? Underscore. What? Become... Oh my god. What is that nerd? He's got the nerd glasses on him. Are you calling me underscore now, 24? Have you designated that as my new name? How rude. How rude. Chief Train underscore. First name, last name. My government name. So this is going to act as like a holding reservoir. And if it's a reservoir, we want to avoid it potentially flooding the whole joint. So bring it down. Bring it down. To that there. Yes. How did that not? Strange. Yeah. Maybe someone wanted in with the multiplayer. Like they did with Baby Steps. It's actually very impressive that they got that working. And that we managed to get it running without any like issues. I feel like multiplayer mods are the most likely to just have very weird bugs or unexplained problems. Now I need to institute some kind of fake wall, some fake retaining wall. Lucina de Tresau. Did not solve the visual bug with his key. What's the visual bug? Is it the intersection? Oh my god. So it's like an automatic spillway thing? What does it do? Is there a... That's a dam behind it. Ah, yeah, that does look similar. You place it looking from the back, the tip is shown. Grab these. Go. Even get rid of this on the side there. Make it a bit easier for us. And that white wall is too white. Use this. Use our old faithful. Pumping station inaugurated. What did I say? Inaugurated in 1940. It's now renamed the Sao Paulo Power Plant. Banks of the Pinheiros River in the city of Sao Paulo, operating to reverse the river's flow and control floods. 280,000 liters of water per second, that's crazy. To the Billings Reservoir, assisting in the generation. What was that hard to say? Generation of energy at the Henry Borden Power Plant. Pine. Pines River. Okay. Get a lot of pine cones sailing through. So if I look at this from behind, I see. I guess it's because the end is an actual prop. It's not like a network or something. And as a resource saving measure, they only render the faces that you're supposed to see when it's placed. So when it's like this, oh, that's working now. It's only when you're looking at it without anything placed, because yeah, it's showing the prop version, because this back face is meant to be completely obscured. Boom, 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 boom. Copy and paste. Oh, look at David. We'll copy and paste. And then this makes life so much easier. Copy, paste. What did I do? Copy that rotation and paste it. And then position copy and paste. Copy paste with the button on the right. Copies the whole info, including the rotation. This one. Position and rotation. Ooh. Ooh, pardon me. I just drank a bloody coconut coffee water thing and I'm yawning. Does this have caffeine in it? Espresso coffee 0.9%. Oh. So it's got like nothing in it. What's 1% of 1 liter? 10 milliliters? Go. Copy, paste. 1 milliliter. So that's actually nothing. So it's got almost 0 caffeine. I feel lied to. Where's my caffeine hit? Okay, there we go. Is that at the right angle? Not really. That's kind of equal, and then we just bring it towards us a tiny bit. Oh. So one thing I've noticed with Move It, even it has like limits to the angles that you can spin things, because it always does it in increments, and the increments are larger than what you can get by just placing things. So you can place decals exactly. So this is going to be covered in graffiti. Why did it do that? Oh my eye. Thing is getting bloodshot. It just like twitched like mad. Like I felt it just go like that. Starting in 3 minutes. Okay, get some water in 3 minutes. Why is my eye so sore? Unlock them all at once. What? I think you told me the trick or shortcut to do it, but I have forgotten. Try and bring this out, flatten the whole joint. Hell yeah, brother. Okay. And then flatten this. Smooth it, sorry, not flatten, smooth. Yes. Go to the bulldozer, click the button besides Anarchy, select all the boxes and brush it over the box. Ah yeah, this thing. There we go. Select the small house as well. Ad break starting soon. I need a nap. I think everybody's... Must have been a very big week for everyone, because I'm feeling sleepy too. Oh, the humidity's like fucking with my head. I feel so greasy and sticky. Ugh. Yuck. Just slept badly. I mean, that'll do it. I'm lucky that I have the ability to do the old man sleep. Or I can sit down on something and go, oh, this is comfortable, and then just pass out. Wake up 8 hours later. 4 hours bad sleep. Ooh. Maybe you got to play some World of Warships, Polytruck. Got to exhaust your brain beforehand. Calculating trajectories and whether the torpedoes are going to hit or not. Especially in transports. Yeah, I can't. It's actually impossible for me to fall asleep in a car. I've tried it on a plane, but every time I've tried to fall asleep, it's always like it is like a really bad sleep. Like I wake up feeling worse. So I've just learnt to deal with it. Like I'll just stay awake the whole flight, watching movies or whatever, and then sleep when I get back. I remember the flight to China. I did that. I just I tried falling asleep, but it's just impossible. So I was like, screw it. I'll watch all 4 Kung Fu Pandas on the way. And I mean, it wasn't time wasted. It's actually alright. 3 or 4 Kung Fu Pandas, I can't remember. To try to be more focused on the driver. Like this since I get my driver's license. Yeah, and I don't like being the passenger in a car. Because it's okay if it's like a smaller car. But if it's a 4-wheel drive or whatever, I start to actually get like seasick almost from like the swaying with the soft suspension and high up. Because the car's just like bouncing, slowly going side to side. It builds up until I'm like, oh, I feel a bit sick. I'll try and fit in at least 1 or 2 industrial buildings in here. Blast furnace. Casting fabricator. Cereal mill. Athletic wear factory. Rocket fuel, very nice. Ad break. Okay, I'm gonna get some water real quick. 1 second. Okay. Right. This is facing it. There we go. Ooh. Ah. There we go. Cheers. Who needs anything other than wonderful water? Delicious. We have 4x4. Ah, why yes we do. And then one more in here. Maybe 3x4. Actually do by 5, 3x5. Fancy schmancy. Okay, that works. So the lots themselves are very square, but we'll detail to make them look a bit more custom design, custom fit. First step is always to just try and get matching rotation. We'll do this guy first. So the fence is going to go there and then up, and then we'll have something around the front, but I don't think we'll have much. And just some stacks of crap, basically. Yeah. There we are. Bellamy Chemicals and whatever this guy is. Ocean Port Pharmaceuticals. Structure is flooded. Nonsense. It's a shame the LOD model of the pipe looks a bit shit. But what can you do? Live and let live. And if we get a better asset in the future, then we'll just replace it. Might look on. That might actually be something worth looking on the mod shop. Oil pipeline, or just fluid pipeline. It could be any kind of. It's just metal tubes. It could have anything in it. Could be anything. Jon Snow. I've been watching a Knight. What is it? A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms on HBO, and I will admit, it's so far it's been very good. I'm only up to the second episode, but it's actually like giving me the OG Game of Thrones vibes. Because I have tried watching House of the Dragon, but I don't know, it's just not... It's not vibing with me. Good reviews so far, yeah. It's been doing pretty well. And it definitely has a more, like... I think it's got a more positive vibe. If that makes sense. I feel like it feels more like you're like something that's like the Odyssey. You're following a hero's adventure. But like, yeah, like House of the Dragon and Game of Thrones definitely have it's more focused on the political intrigue. Game of Thrones had a bit of like that sense of a journey taking place, but it was like interspersed. A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms thing is definitely feels more like a hero's journey that you'd have in like Greek mythology or any kind of mythology from way back. And it feels good. The good old formula. Yeah, true. Tried, tested. It survived millennia of being repeated. But I think the reason that it's lasted so long is that it like strikes a chord with people. Because I don't think I've ever heard anybody turn down an epic adventure story, because it's like what Lord of the Rings is, and Star Wars and everything, even nowadays. Because it feels like it has similar tropes too. A lot of great actors past Lord of the Rings, yeah. Probably when they started getting offers to do Game of Thrones, when it first started kicking off, they're like, there's no way I'm gonna miss that train again. What do I want to do with this front area? I think maybe we mark it as like a turning bay area. That'd be good. I'll even use the road lines and draw that, so that people can enter and exit the mason jar. Sus to talk about Lord of the Rings. That's my favorite saga. Yeah, I've only ever watched the movies once, and I watched them all in one sitting. What is in this pipe? Whatever you want it to be, Polytruck. It's supposed to be water or chemicals. I mean, there's two pipes, so one can be water and one can be chemicals. From here, and then from this reservoir that we're creating. Chocolate pudding. We're turning chocolate pudding into paper. The magic of recycling. They said it was impossible, but they're just haters. They hated us because we spoke the truth. There's our entry markers. Oh shit, really? Could be beer. Boiled wood soup is not nice and it smells bad. What if we mixed in a bit of maple syrup, Polytruck? Give the paper that a bit of a syrupy maple smell at the end of it. Flavored paper, yum. Turn this into a corner and fix this up. Go. And then this will actually come into here and curve around. All pulp smells, often described as rotten eggs or cabbage. Total reduced sulfur compounds during the craft pulping process. These sulfurous chemicals, hydrogen sulfide and methyl mercaptan, generated when wood chips are cooked with chemicals to separate cellular. Oh my god. Sounds lethal. I didn't think paper making would be that complicated. Or you just boil it and then like with water and then call it a day. Shit. Okay, now I'm gonna try and mark this out. So that's supposed to be 5. Bring that back here. Okay, so trucks can go woo-wee, and these can go woo-hoo. Reason why is under the chemical industry, or part of it. It's very environmentally friendly and easy to produce. I'd prefer if this was a bit straighter. There we go. May have the mistake here is might be tied to this. Like that. So a wee bit more circular. And then we'll add in some decals to help sort of visualize what we're doing here. Just combine the cracks to give them a few different shapes so they don't all homogenize into a blue. Right. Loop. there, and then we'll just add in some tire marks. That are a bit more deliberate. Most traffic will be turning left, so we'll stop that there. Something like that. There we go. So it sort of gives the idea that there's traffic going every which way, at least here. This fence keeps coming back. Alright, and then we'll put our own industrial fence here. We'll have a few leaks coming out of the doorway. Sure it's not perfectly clean. There we go. And this little stretch of road suddenly has a lot more purpose. Bloody thing keeps on losing half its shit. There we go. Actually is in here. So we've got a dropper to load ore and stuff. I guess this big. So this would be like the truck's reversing and dump the rocks into the grinder. Sent over and then dumped into the tumblers and then loaded up here and dropped down. So input and output and whatever this is in between. Little Pingu. And here I want to put a bit of landscaping along the road and then just scrap cars all along. Let's fence it off. So this will be like dumping area. Along here, I have this big space reserved for trees. We'll let nature take back the land here. At least a little bit. Try and avoid putting too much color. Because what I'm going to put here is a bit of industrial garbage. Garbage. There and there. And a chair as well. There we are. Oop. Woo. Go and then grab this. And we'll make it so that there's actually like a fence of bushes and stuff that's like obscuring the view, almost like a hedge. A really crappy hedge. Wonderful. Yeah, so you sort of just drive past. More interested in going underneath the arch pipe, the pipe arch. Oh, there's a big road up there. Where does that go? Oh, there's a big roundabout. Let's go around. Plenty of distractions. Ah, that's how they get back here. It's supposed to be a rear access road? Just parking, that's it. What's the point of the rear access road then? Never mind. We have 2 gold and then 2 green. Not 4 green, why not? Storing chemicals, of course. Rust. Maybe a bit of space filler. Need it? Probably not. It will be fine. Pop down those 2. It's just a vent. Do 5 meters and bring this out. Can we randomize the length? I guess not. I'll just give them all slightly different rotations. Like that. Okay, so they're all sort of like close but not too close. And they're there just to try and like say, please don't crash into this area. It's full of very valuable stuff, highly explosive. Where's the hard hat? I had to take it off. It was giving me a headache. There's only so much punishment I can take, Bionic. Yeah. That's alright, we made a bit of progress. I forgive you. Well, thank you for your forgiveness. You're lurking 24. Don't redeem it yet. It's 12:30, so I am. Alright, I'm putting this back on. There we go. Okay, the traffic. Okay, the traffic. This is definitely a problem. Because I want the traffic to go through here. But having this road basically makes a bypass. I need to make it irresistible to go through this way. I guess maybe they'll find that it is quicker to go this way and it'll like alternate between the two. That might be cool if they learn. Hey Psycho, thank you for the follow. Thank you very much. Look at that, we've almost made it to 400 followers. Too shy, that's it. Yes. Thank you, 24. The best nerd. Amen. Hello, hello. Can say bad things about you because I have your stream muted. 24 is so cool. Such a dedicated viewer, and it's great collaborating with him on streams. Very fun playing Valheim and multiplayer baby steps. What does he have to say? What does he have to say for that? Am I complimenting or am I insulting 24? That's not a bad bit of progress, all of this. But yeah, I do have to end the stream. It is 12:30 in the morning and I've got to get up early tomorrow to look at some paint for the new apartment. So thank you very much, Xander, Polytruck 24. Hen, thank you so much for the gift subs. And Dream, Shock, Xander, I think I already said Xander, and thank you Psycho for the follow, dude. Thank you very much. It's really appreciated, man. And Miles as well. And to Haley, I believe. Bagnaria. I believe I've got everybody. Let's check. Did I? Bionic as well. I'm scrolling through the chat thing, Quitter. Yeah, thank you everybody. But yeah, I've got to go. I know, Quitter. Unfortunately, the Aussie time zones suck ass. Yeah, I've got some collab streams in the works, so we'll see what we can do. I might have to wake up at 4 AM, 5 AM. Oh my god. But yeah, cheers guys. I'll catch yous all on the next one. Move to Perth. I wish. Right. See yous. Love yous all.